Now, I have good taste in anime. When it comes to being knowledgeable about geek culture such as comic heroes and Star Wars, I wouldn't say I'm a pushover either. Reading comic books, playing classic video games such as the Knights of the Old Republic and Battlefront 2, and playing with collectibles like the Millennium Falcon as a kid. Nowadays, the Star Wars franchise has unfortunately gone a bit downhill with this latest trilogy. It's as if the director believes in nothing of the popular series made by George Lucas that is actually decent and a step back in the right direction. This series was created by 7 Japanese studios who had a chance to make their own anime rendition of the Star Wars series. I'm only going to cover my top episodes 3, 4, and 7 and try to explain what makes them so great from my perspective. To avoid wasting your precious time, be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and let's begin. Episode 3, called Twins, stars 2 siblings who seem to have opposing ideals, with the sister clad in a Darth Vader type of suit, doing the duty of the Sith Empire, while her birthday card is clothed more similarly to that of the classic character Han Solo. During the first few minutes of the episode, you might begin to think the artwork feels quite familiar, as the mangaka who made this is from Studio Trigger. This studio is known for creating bright and colorful anime such as Darling with the Franxx, Kill la Kill, and the OG classic anime Tengen Toppan Gurren Lagann. I really like the fact that the whole episode is filled with over-the-top, high-flying action that doesn't make any sense. One of my favorite moments was when Car tries to escape with his X-Wing starfighter and his sister destroys it, leaving him to possibly die in space. Surprisingly, this ends up not being the case, highlighting that the laws of nature are meant to be broken, allowing him to fight and even talk in space. Another instance I enjoyed was the part where Car cut through his entire Sith destroyer with his Kyber crystal infused lightsaber and hyperspace drive in his X-Wing. This was fun to watch because of the sheer ridiculousness of doing something like this in a Star Wars movie is highly unlikely, but I still don't care. I'm happy I got to see this in an anime. Episode 4, Village Bride, on the other hand, is the opposite of episode 3, having a more calm and relaxed vibe than the high-flying action of the Twins episode. While there was a little bit of action included in this episode, what captivated me the most was the artwork and overall design, as the studio, Kinema Citrus, created this beautiful episode, who are known for their work with Rising of the Shield Hero. The artwork looks like it was inspired from the Legend of Zelda video games, lush and beautiful, while the Japanese influences are in full display, from characters wearing kimonos and hakamas to Shinto style temples, all the way to curved lasers of their lightsabers, similar to the katanas of samurai. The impressive clothing and facial paint worn by the villagers derives from the Ainu people who live in the mountains of Japan, although the real designs are more detailed. Nonetheless, the stylistic choices of the Ainu influence the art direction of this entire episode. In hindsight, I'm glad that I looked up what kind of clothing they were wearing and the culture behind it, because I've always admired this look, but I have always stayed ignorant to the history behind it. If you're interested in learning more about this, let me know in the comments below, and I might make a video in the future. Alas, the final episode that I enjoyed the most, The Elder, was also crafted by the talented Studio Trigger as well. This is as classic as Star Wars gets, with the episode probably reminding most people of The Phantom Menace, which involved the Padawan Obi-Wan Kenobi and his master, Qui-Gon Jinn, but this time swapping the Padawan with Dan and the Jedi Master with Tai-Jin. Once again, there isn't too much fighting, but I like the nostalgic feeling this episode gave me, because I have vivid memories of the Star Wars prequel in which Qui-Gon Jinn would show his pupil how a master handles various situations. Plus, the black character Dan in the episode stood out to me as well, as Padawan Dan is somewhat eager for adventure to test his abilities, while Master Tai-Jin warns him to always be aware of dangerous situations. And his master, of course, is right, bailing him out of difficult situations that almost got him killed. Although, I'm happy because there's a stigma of black characters dying in shows, but this time around, Dan got lucky, plot armor was on his side. When it comes to things such as hairstyles, black characters have about 2 to 3 different hairstyles that we most likely don't care for. This time around, Dan is the exception, as he has wild hair on top and a nice fade on the sides of his head that gives him a unique look, and his personality matches too. We definitely need to see more unique characters like him in the Star Wars franchise. So, what are your favorite characters and episodes in Star Wars Visions? Comment down below and let's talk about it. This is June signing out, and peace.